What's up, everybody? I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And welcome back to another episode of this freaking show. It is the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. The same weekly podcast that is brought to you by CarterComics.com. That's right, guys. CarterComics.com, the sponsor of this freaking show, brings you an array of comics from graded to raw. Whether you're looking for a comic that you can hang up on the wall or a comic that you could just read just for the sake of reading, which I never saw a comic as like a sit down and like I to me, Joe, I always saw comics as like more of a novelty thing that you would probably pick up, look through, acknowledge the artwork, acknowledge the work that goes into the cover, and then you just kind of store it away. I never really saw it as something like you would sit down and like thumb through like a book, like by like a fireplace, like, you know, in a tall back chair wearing a robe.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
I confess I probably wouldn't do that with just any standard issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the collections, like the omnibus copies. That's always fun to sit and actually read and enjoy. Some people love to run out to the store and buy a new one the day it comes out.
Yeah.
This is their thing.
Yeah, it always surprised me when, like, you know, I could sit here, like, not sit here, but like I will sit down at either at work or, you know, with any other fucking dweeb who fucking is a huge comic book nerd. Not that I'm saying I work with comic book nerds, but a lot of the people I work with are quite nerdy into a lot of interesting things. Actually, you know, when I thought of like refinery workers, like I never thought of like nerds.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of that either, I guess.
Yeah, like, you know, you think of like blue collar guys, you know, guys who are all like, oh, I just bit the top off of my beer bottle just for the hell of it. And I'm like, oh, you monsters. No.
Come to think of it, though, being a nerd has become very expensive. So. Oh
my God. Okay, so there's a few people I do work with, and I don't have to name them off, you know, but there's Doug. I'll mention Dr. Doug because, you know, he sends us money. The others don't yet. But there's a few of them who actually they're like so big into like into I don't know if you call it like the geek or nerd society community, like culture. Whatever you want to call it, culture. There we go. Thank you. It's interesting because, like, you know, they got like one of them's got like a 3D printer. One of them like gets into like I don't even know what the hell they were, but he creates these like tiny little figures.
Oh.
And I saw it for like a brief moment at the end of like one shift like weeks ago. And like I was just so tired, like I couldn't really like focus because he was talking to somebody else about it, but it's like tabletop game stuff.
Yeah, miniatures.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, that's pretty fucking cool. You know, like if I just didn't get off a 12-hour shift, I just wanted to go home and go to bed, I'd probably be more curious about it. He did, which I found out I guess a couple of them on a 3D printer, but I was talking to one of them about 3D printing Funko Pops.
Oh, nice. That's
like
cool.
not legit Funko Pops, but like, you know, like look-alike Funko Pops.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if he could figure out how to perfect that and like we could start making some Freaknet Funko Pops and shit.
That'd be dope.
I mean, like I would love to have like a little travesty hanging, you know, they're not hanging, but you know, displayed somewhere on my desk. But yeah, I'm like, well, that's pretty fucking cool. And you know, one of them, like I said, dude, I don't remember which Mandalorian helmet. One of them just fucking printed a Mandalorian, whatever it is.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
Yeah, the off-brand Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
The watered down Darth Vader guy, whatever the fuck he is.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, there we go. Is Boba Fett and Mandalorian the same thing?
No.
Oh.
Boba Fett's a character in The Mandalorian, but he is not the titular Mandalorian.
But the Mandalorian is a person.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mandalorian the bad guy?
No, he's the protagonist.
Is Boba Fett the bad guy?
Nope.
So who's the bad guy?
The Empire.
Oh God.
Mostly.
This is why I didn't get through the fourth video. Which realistically,
I feel like by the end of the season, I can't think of his name for the life of me, but he's the guy who plays Gus or whatever, Gutierrez in Gustavo Gutierrez. Maybe that's his real name.
Who?
Maybe the actor is Gustavo Gutierrez, but he plays the villain in Freakin. Why can't I think of the name of it? Breaking Bad, as well.
Oh, I never seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it all the way through, but
is that when Malcolm's dad becomes a meth addict?
meth dealer.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. He's like a high school chemist or some shit, and he's like, "Oh, I can make drugs in a trailer in the middle of nowhere."
Yeah, he gets cancer, and he's like, insurance won't cover it, so he decides to start selling meth.
Gotcha. I did one of the nerdlings I work with recommended that I definitely give Star Wars, I think, Rogue One a chance.
Oh yeah, I think you'd like that.
Yeah, I got as far as that big dude finding her hiding in that hole. And I gave up.
Fair.
So I think it's a little bit deeper than episode 4. I think I got a little bit farther. They really take their time getting into the into the movie. Like it's just
yeah.
Like I really want to like these movies. It just takes forever to get into it. It's like I get it. You know, you guys fucking ran off to have a normal life, and you fucking had your daughter and wife run off to go hide, and then the wife came back, and like fucking stay with the daughter, dummy. Right? Like I wish the beginnings were more action packed. That's all I wish. That's all I wish.
Yeah, they really never are.
They're not. No, they really take their time. You want to get somebody's attention in a Star Wars movie? Just introduce Yoda within the first 5 fucking minutes. That will draw somebody in for at least the next 40. You know, in hopes of like, hey, maybe there'll be another fucking Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know? I don't work for Lucasfilm.
You're right. Neither does George Lucas anymore.
No, that's because he's fucking moody and wants things his way or the highway. And they showed him the highway.
Yep. Also, you know, there's not much I wouldn't do for like $1 billion or whatever it was they gave him.
That's true. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, like the fact that, okay, so the last Star Wars movie before Disney bought it out was what, like 15, 16 years ago, some shit like that, other than like some like little tiny like, you know, miniseries and shit here and there, but like a mega movie.
Yeah, I think it was Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Like, so for somebody to come to us like, hey, listen, we're going to give you this much money to revive something you created that hasn't really been relevant in quite some time that people are wanting to bring back. It's like, fuck yeah, like 100%.
Yeah. Hell, till you take it, I'll walk away.
Yeah. But ballwash.com is, not Ballwash, god damn it, Carter Comics. Oh, fucking A, that's gonna be something different.
Yep.
I was getting ready to dive right back into my fucking plug, and I went to the one that's not relevant anymore.
Yep.
How awkward is that?
Yeah.
That's like saying the wrong name during sex.
Fair.
That's right. That's like I'm going to bed with fucking Marjorie, and I just yelled out fucking Mark's name.
Poor Marjorie and Mark.
I know. ColorComics.com is the best place for you to go get all your comic needs, whether you're looking to build a collection or start up a collection. Carter Comics has everything for you, from head to toe. When it comes to your sack, they got them stacks of comics, right?
Nice.
You still got to use them, whether I don't believe. If you guys, okay, fuck it. Ball Wash doesn't sponsor us anymore. Fuck them. Don't care anymore.
Over it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm fine with it. Like, honestly, I'm so fine with it. I mean, like, I liked Ball Wash. I thought they were wonderful. I mean, the products were amazing. I'm still a huge fan of Ball Guard. I may still get Ball Guard. But it's just so fucking weird how, like, you know, you sit there, you send them an invoice, as you do for the last couple of years, and all of a sudden they're like, is there a contract for this? I'm like, I'm sorry, it's your company. Do you not know? Yep,
right?
Monsters. But, parted ways. Hang them up on the shelf along with Dapper Ties and fucking Fire Pit, and Amazon Music was also a brief sponsorship for us, which is also fuck Amazon Music, by the way, for trying to fucking sponsor people the way you do. Horrible fucking process.
Really? I hadn't heard of it.
Well, it's like you set it up. And the thing is, and it's probably just because of us. Like, and I get it that we're smaller fucking podcasts compared to, I don't know, fucking Seth Rogen or Parcast or, fucking, the quiet dude who's not Jay. It takes time for people to fucking find us, listen to our plugs, and like, oh shit, let me go to fucking, AmazonMusic.com/freaknet so I can try fucking Amazon Music free for 30 days or whatever, blah, blah. It's almost just like Audible just because Amazon owns both. But they have a whole thing where, like, if nobody uses your fucking code for like 30 or 45 fucking days, then they just fucking get rid of the code. It's like, well, then fuck you, dude.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so fuck you. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and put a time limit on me, you dickholes.
Yeah, you think, well, what would they care as long as they get it?
Yeah, Amazon has fucking Amazon has become almost like in their whole fucking like ethic of being a fucking company is not that far off from fucking Burger King drive-thrus. It's so fucking stupid how I could have my Ring fucking go off while I'm at work, and I could watch the fucking the delivery driver just take my delivery. Which, by the way, I get these cheese crisp cracker things. They're phenomenal. They're just crackers, but they're made out of fucking cheese. I can sit there and watch her just toss it onto the fucking porch, take a picture, and walk away. It's like, I'm sorry, motherfucker, your job ain't that fucking difficult. Set it down on the fucking porch. Don't just toss some fucking crackers onto it, because now you broke them. Not that fucking difficult. I also love how, like, half the time when I order shit, they have to fucking, refund me my money because apparently something happened in shipping that they cannot honor the delivery. Fuck you.
That's wild.
I'm so over fucking Amazon. Then fucking, like, you hear fucking stories like, you ever read that article about the one kid who wasn't allowed to go to the fucking bathroom, so he'd pee in a fucking jug while he's working?
Yep.
Or some woman who, like, gave birth in a bathroom?
Jesus, I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah. Oh my God. So much news. Ever since these fucking prison breaks have been happening, I've just been more involved in fucking news articles and shit online. Like, there was another fucking prison break down in Louisiana that they caught the people in Texas. People are really, really escaping fucking jails nowadays. And this was
really?
Yeah, these were three, like, teenagers, like 15 to 18, and a 21-year-old guard. Like, complete opposite of the fucking, the white couple. Yeah. nuts. And they caught them all alive, this prison guard didn't try taking her own life. Female guard, too. Another female guard helping out 3 male guards. Quite the square of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're also looking for a lovely square, more rectangular, go to CarterComics.com and pick up an amazing comic, such as the comic of the week that we have here for you, which is The Walking Dead, number 154, graded at a 9.8. Oh, I guess I should look it up online. I feel like I'm all over the place this morning, Joe.
A little bit, but I love it.
Right.
But I'm always in favor of the chaotic option. So,
what's that fucking saying? It's like something. Oh, what the hell? Through chaos or whatever it is. I can't remember what that is. Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you trying to do like the Game of Thrones chaos as a ladder?
Well, what the fuck is that? Chaos is a ladder.
Yeah. Littlefinger says that. He's like, I like showing chaos because then I can climb up through the ranks because I can trick people or whatever.
No, never heard of that whatsoever. No, it's like, I know there's something called organized chaos. It's something similar to that.
Gotcha.
But irrelevant. Walking Dead number 154, graded at 9.8. Led to Slaughter is the title of The Walking Dead 154th issue, which was released in May of 2016. This issue continued telling the story of Negan's. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep, Negan. Mm-hmm.
Negan's escape from Alexandria and Rick's plan of revenge on Alpha and the Whispers. Currently on sale for $47.99, but if you use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET, you'll save 10% on your purchase of this comic, which means your $48 comic will now just be a $4.80 less. I'm not doing math right now.
Nice.
Oh, God. No, I'm going to do it. Hold on a second. $47.99. That's 4. That's okay, we'll just round up to 48. So we'll just drop down to 44. So $43.20.
Yep, sounds right.
God, excellent. So you can buy this book for under $45 now if you use the promo code FreakNet. I know you're thinking like, oh man, just one comic. No, buy them all. There's so many comics to choose from. Just go to CarterComics.com. You're on the homepage. Look at all of them they have available. They got Dark Horse Presents number 34, Alien Covers and Stories, and Berserker spelled goofy, and Velvet number 2, Thor number 211, Book of Death, the last book you'll ever read. Whatever the hell that means. That's ominous.
Bum, bum, bum.
Man, Sacrifice, Stray Dogs, and everything I just said to you, all of them, 9.8, 9.6. Here's a 5. But it's graded. It is graded. So the value's there. I know you're thinking like, oh, I really don't want to just purchase something. I want to have the thrill of an auction like eBay. Well, they got 4 accounts and they're all listed on their homepage. I'm looking at it right now. It says eBay Store 1, eBay Store 2, eBay Store 3, and yes, eBay Store 4. There's buttons. You just got to click on one. And it takes you to eBay. And look, boom, there I am. CarterComics.com, their eBay account, where I can pick up a comic. Like I can click on this one right here. And I can make a bid. Or you know what? They got options to where, hey, maybe I could make them an offer or buy it now. Like those things exist. Because Carter Comics does whatever they can to make sure that their customers have a great fucking experience when they make their purchases. Just like giving you a promo code of FreakNet, FREAKNET, which you know why the promo code FreakNet is better through Carter Comics than it was through Ball Wash, Joe?
So much easier.
But do you know why? Do you know why it's better?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Joe. It's because with Ball Wash, you can only use the code once, and that is it. With Carter Comics, you can use it multiple times. You can continue to use it. You can always save 10% every time you make a purchase. So if you want to order a bunch of comics today, use the promo code FreakNet, save 10%. You want to buy $1,000 worth of comics? Boom. We just saved you $100 fucking dollars. If you want to buy 10,000, boom, we just saved you $1,000. The more you spend, the more you save. It's fucking math, guys. It's real. And then, guess what? If you want to do it again next month, you can. And you want to do it the following month, you can. If you want to keep doing it over and over and over and over again, you can. That promo code is always going to be there. Unless we decide to change it to something else, like I don't fucking know. We probably won't. We'll probably just stay Freaknet because, I mean, it's a norm now. It's
we don't want to confuse anybody.
No, it's a lot easier. Oh, God. CarterComics.com. Make sure you check out the amazing comics and everything. Pick up this week's comic, The Walking Dead, number 154. Again, available on CarterComics.com. Proud sponsor of this freaking show. We do appreciate you sticking around and being here. And, yeah, I'm good. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do the exact opposite. And very quickly tell you, this show is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you're looking for your next great read and you want someone to read it to you, head over to audibletrial.com/freaknet and get yourself a free 30-day trial and a credit towards your first audiobook purchase. That's audibletrial.com/freaknet. Head over there right now. Get your next great read.
Nice. Have you ever watched a TV show like years ago and just like thought it was like the absolute tops when it comes to TV shows? And then as years go right, and then as years go by, you rewatch it like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Sorry, I'm laughing really hard because I'm thinking about Transformers Beast Wars finally made it to Netflix a couple years ago, and that was my jam as a kid. And whoo boy, has the CGI not aged?
I didn't realize until. Because there's certain TV shows that I will watch every couple of years, like just rewatch the entire series every couple of years.
Sure.
Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Parks and Rec, The Office, stuff like that. And I didn't realize until this round how much I absolutely hate Michael Scott.
In The Office.
Yeah, like before, when I would watch like The Office and shit, like, you know, I don't know if I just really never focused on him because I was more focused on, you know, the Pam and Jim story and the goofy shit Dwight does and stuff like that. But for some reason, I got fixated on all the stupid shit that fucking, you got a pen and paper near you?
I can.
Can you make a mental note?
Sure.
Remind me to tell you the funny thing that just ran through my head when we're done recording because I can't say it on the air.
Okay.
All the stupid shit that fucking Michael Scott does, like, it's just like, it's either beyond annoying, beyond ridiculous, disrespectful. Like, I every time I watch an episode, I'm just like, holy fuck, this guy is beyond fucking, like, annoying. Like,
yeah.
I can't deal with him anymore.
He's possibly the worst manager of all time.
Yeah.
Except Andy.
Oh, dude, he's just absolutely fucking horrible. Like, he's so bad as, like, not even just a manager, but just as a fucking person. Like, and I don't know if it comes from, like, you know, and I get it. It's a fictitious show. It's like, his character came off the way it was supposed to come off. I get it.
Yeah.
But, like, back in the day, Carter Comics is a My Little Pony. No, okay, I don't need to stop looking. Okay. I got to focus more. It's just like, I mean, like, I think you're supposed to have sympathy for the guy and feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But I just really don't, and I can't.
No.
Like I just got through the episode, I think it was last night. I just went through the episode where he finally left for Colorado with Holly. And all I can think about is like, good fucking riddance.
Yeah.
Because this absolute asshole of a fucking guy, you know, the only reason he ends up with Holly is because he jeopardizes the relationship that Holly had with AJ. From the very beginning, when he went on his little tour thing of trying to tell people how to be managers. Right? See, you're choked up from this too. I get it. You good there? You all right, bud?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah?
I'm fine. I muted it after I realized I was coughing. I took a sip of coffee, and it was too hot. And then it went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me. Whew. This is what people tune in for, is the sounds of people hacking up lungs.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been making that our thing for like years. But yeah, no, it's just like he like all the stupid shit. Like even like the Christmas parties when Phyllis wanted to be Santa and then he dressed up like Jesus and shit. And every time he'd be told a secret from David Wallace about shit going on with the branch and the company. He'd tell everyone, and everyone would get into a fucking panic. Like he is so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed in my life or what I went through to where I can look at this fucking man and be like, you idiot of a person. Yeah. Like don't get me wrong.
Couldn't possibly be the last couple of years of bad management you've been.
No, fuck no. It's mind-boggling how quickly you could look at a show you've watched for years, and completely change your fucking view on it. Like I'm worried about this happening in other fucking like shows. Like it didn't happen to Friends. I watched Friends again, and that was fine.
Yeah,
but
I never really liked Friends that much. Like I like the occasional episode, but if I watch it too much. All I can fixate on is how terrible they all are as people.
Oh yeah, well they're like it's like Seinfeld.
Yes. Exactly. I can't really watch Seinfeld either. I don't really like it.
I got to a point where like I can't watch Friends and I can't watch Seinfeld just randomly on TV. Like if I watch an episode, I gotta watch it in succession.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I have to. I think my love for the Friends series is more nostalgic.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I mean, like fucking Friends, The Office, Parks. Any of these shows that have like a group of people in it who just think like they're like the absolute best.
Right,
like,
they're the center of the whole universe.
When you look at them from the outside, like even like How I Met Your Mother. When you look at them from the outside, like everyone around is like these are like the most self-centered, moronic fucking people.
Right, they're the worst people in all of history.
Like they're absolutely,
and I love them.
Yeah, absolutely fucking horrible. It's just, it's like the absolute worst. I mean, fucking like you got friends who are dating friends' ex-girlfriends and shit. Like who the fuck does that?
Right.
I mean, come on now. You got Joey trying to go after fucking Rachel after dating Ross. You got Barney going after Robin after dating fucking Ted. Who the fuck does that shit? You got Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where that fucking dude slept with that one guy's, like fucking woman that he stalks and shit. I mean, like it's like I'm sorry. Like
in Always Sunny, I feel like it's the one place where it's borderline acceptable because that's the whole premise of the show is how terrible they all are for each other.
Yeah, I will give you It's Always Sunny because the thing is, when I went into it, watching it the very first time, I had the same exact feeling that I have towards Michael Scott today. And I was like, you know what? I think you're supposed to fucking really hate this show. That's why people love it so much.
Yep. Yeah, you're supposed to hate all the characters deeply.
Yeah. But I mean, I've never in my life came across a situation where a friend came up to me and said like, oh, dude, I'm dating your ex-girlfriend. And then we got over it and went and all had beer together. Like, no. Who does that?
Right? I feel like I would.
I mean, I don't know who would do that at this point, but I feel like it's been so long since I've had an ex-girlfriend that I don't think I would care. But
well, yeah, but it's different for you, man. You're married. You got your fucking forever.
Right.
You know, you've been adopted. You get it.
I've been adopted. Yeah. It's good for you.
You're fine now. You don't need anyone else.
True.
Right. You know, let me ask you.
But yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm trying to think. Where the fuck do I want to go from here?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna say my go-to rewatch show used to be The West Wing, and because of all the politics the last couple of years, I can't watch The West Wing anymore.
Now, which one was The West Wing?
That was the one with Martin Sheen and Rob Lowe and some other people. It was basically the original concept of the show was like, we're going to show you the behind the scenes in the president's office or whatever. Mm. Like it was going to be a show about the staff, but Martin Sheen's performance as President Bartlett was so good that they made the show about him instead.
Mm. Okay.
And it is straight up just, well, I think that show has actually ruined liberal, Democratic politics. Because I think Democrats now think that that's how politics works, which is why they're so bad at it. So, yeah, I really truly feel that the outgoing press secretary, Jen Psaki, really wants to be C.J. Craig, who was the press secretary for the Bartlett administration.
I heard
the first 8 seasons.
Yeah, I heard
4 seasons for those of you keeping track at home. But
I hear her goodbye that she did was very heartfelt and tearful.
I'm sure it was. I won't. Yeah. I have no interest in it. Good riddance, I say.
Like her just soulless looking fucking eyes, gingers.
Yeah. Just, when someone comes to you and says, "Hey, there's a baby formula shortage. How am I going to get food for my baby?" And she says, "Just go talk to your doctor." As though everyone has a doctor or insurance, and it's just it's very her whole tenure has been very let them eat cake.
But you know what? I will take that response over Biden's response of like, how do you prepare for a hurricane? Get vaccinated.
Yeah. Did that happen? I didn't even believe that it happened. But Jesus.
Yeah. It was I can't remember which hurricane it was. It was one of the ones from last year that hit fucking Louisiana. It's like you want to prepare for a natural disaster, you want to prepare for a hurricane, you have to get vaccinated. Mm. I'm like, I'm sorry, seek shelter or high land, and then worry about getting vaccinated. Like maybe get away from the water,
right?
And then get vaccinated.
Yeah, I do feel like I can kind of see his point in that a lot of times they put a bunch of people in small spaces that are not well ventilated. I could get like that as a thing, but so tone deaf. Whole thing, so tone deaf. Anyway, so now I can't watch The West Wing anymore because as much as I love all those people and I think that they are like as characters genuinely good people, they actually have a couple of episodes where they talk about how disconnected they are from real life because there'll be like an episode where it'll be like, I don't want to be one of those presidential administrations where people can accuse me of not knowing the price of milk. And everyone in the room sits and stares at each other like, does anyone here know the price of a gallon of milk? And none of them do. And so he calls in his aide and he's like, hey, can you find out what the price of a gallon of milk is? And the aide is like, if you go to this store, it's this. If you go to this store, it's this. If you go to this store, it's this. And he's like, oh, shit, there's a guy. I actually have a poor person working for me who knows these things. Like, Jesus, man. Embarrassing.
Dude, I never realized how, because obviously they've always talked about how much price of things are going up lately.
Yeah.
Gas and grocery stores and all that. Should we talk about when we were talking about Nightcore gas not too long ago?
Yeah. Remind me, I got something to say about that. Go on.
Yeah. It didn't really dawn on me how much fucking milk has fucking gone on because for some reason I kept thinking to myself 4 or 5 years ago I bought milk for $1.49. Mm-hmm. And it's almost doubled, if not nearly tripled in fucking price.
I say up by me, it's like $3.59 now.
Yeah, I'm just like,
it's like what gas was a year ago.
Yeah. What were you gonna say about Nightcore?
It wasn't about Nightcore directly, but did you see ComEd is getting ready to lower everyone's electricity bills because of the green energy bill we passed last year?
No, I did not.
Yeah, we're one of the only states in the country that like kept our nuclear plants running as like a green energy alternative. And as part of that bill, they slipped in a line that basically said if there's any windfall profits for energy companies, they have to share it with their customers.
Nice.
So everyone's getting like a $10, $15 discount on their electricity going forward.
Right. I don't see why people are so butthurt about nuclear energy. I mean, I get it. If something screws up, we all die. But you know what? As long as
it's happened 3 times in 100 years.
Right.
and one of those times was because of a tsunami. Like,
and what's the chance? I mean, I'll go off on a limb. You could blame me if it happens, but I don't believe we'll ever get a tsunami in Illinois. But if it happens,
sure you're right.
If it fucking happens,
look, I'll eat crow.
God.
No, I'm with you. I'm very pro nuclear, especially the new technology they have is virtually meltdown proof.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like everyone when they think of nuclear, they think of radioactive. They think
like Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island.
Yeah, it's like I'm sorry, but when it runs good, when it runs great, like there's so much benefits from it. You know, it's like I mean, like there are people out there who say like like nuclear energy is no different than fracking. It is. It's
very
the
different.
opposite.
Yeah,
it's insane, but that's really awesome. I don't know what it is, but I know there's like some kind of program you could go into where like they'll merge your Nightcore and ComEd build together, and then you can spread it out throughout the year or some shit like that. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, me either.
But it's nice that there's now that balance. I don't know if that's related. It'd be very interesting if it was, but that's pretty cool that they went through that, and at least ComEd could drop.
Right.
Did you get your settlement from Facebook?
No.
Really? Did you join the lawsuit?
I thought I did. Yeah.
Yeah, mine came in. Yeah, can't wait to piss that away on fucking booze. I'm excited.
Yeah. How much did you get?
$397, which seems like the norm.
Dollars or $100?
$397.
Shit, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, which I think is like the average amount that everyone's getting. Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It comes in a brown envelope. It just like if you don't pay attention, you just assume it's fucking junk mail. But it just comes in a brown paper bag feeling fucking envelope, and you have to look at the windows. It says like Facebook group or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, mine came in.
Damn, that's legit.
Friday, I think.
Wow.
Came through. But yeah, no, I would definitely keep my eyes open for it. If you are part of the settlement, then you should be getting it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've joined up. So sweet.
Nice.
I'll have to look for that. That'll be awesome.
Like, yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be that much. I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be like maybe like $50-$60 or some shit like that.
That's why I asked about the price, because I thought I think I was part of an Apple settlement forever ago where I got like $6.
Oh, I was part of a Verizon settlement. I got $1.69.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna cash that. Like, I don't give a fucking.
I'll just frame it for whatever reason.
Yeah. I got a friend I worked with. I think I may have told this years ago. A friend I used to work with. We got lunch together and shit. And God damn it. And she was like 38 cents or some shit short for like the total amount she owed me. I'm like, I don't care about the fucking change. And she literally wrote me a check. It was $1.08. She was like $1.08 short. And she wrote me a check. I'm like, I'm never cashing this.
Right.
Like,
your balance is going to be off for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I still have that check. And this is from like 2014, 15.
Yeah.
Still got the fucking check. I'm like, this is, like, I'm not gonna sit there and waste my fucking time going to a fucking bank and saying, hey, can I cash this? Like, how do you want it? I don't know, fucking pennies. Like,
yeah. Give me, what would it be? 2 rolls of pennies and 8 cents.
Yeah. It's like, let me get that in a dollar, a nickel, 3 pennies. No.
Yeah.
No, 10
Can I get it in, how about a fish sandwich?
God.
No, fish sandwiches are more expensive than that now.
Yeah, no more fish.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of not fish sandwiches, but have you tried that new slider from White Castle, the 1921 slider?
No, but I really want to.
It's really good. Now I'll tell you, it does not taste like a White Castle burger.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I don't know what they've done differently, but it doesn't taste like a White Castle burger. But it is really good.
Now, why is it called the 1921 burger?
So allegedly, it is the same recipe that they had when they originally opened back in 1921. And so instead of being the flat slider style thing that cooks on top of the onions and then gets cut into the squares, it's like a small hockey puck that is just cooked on the griddle. So maybe that's the difference. It's not cooked via the onion fumes. It's cooked directly on the griddle.
Interesting.
But it's really good. And it's like, oh man, I now understand why my great grandma thought these were the bee's knees. Cause it's, if you go and you get the 1921 combo, it comes with 2 of them and fries.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, for me, it's the perfect amount of food, to like be sated and just happy. You know, I mean, it's the only time I've ever gone to White Castle and felt that way. I usually go there to eat horribly and then feel like an asshole for the rest of the day. You know, or fight a hangover. Like, no in between. But no, it was like a perfect lunch meal of 2 burgers, and they come with a small slice of tomato, some lettuce, some pickles. They're not paying me to say this. I really, really liked them. So yeah, and it was like, it wasn't dirt cheap, but it wasn't expensive. So it did make me long for the days that great grandma always told me about, where when she was little, they were a nickel a piece, and on Sundays you could get 6 for a quarter with a coupon.
God, I miss those days. I miss the cheap burger days.
Right, I miss. You know what they, obviously we didn't live 100 years ago, but we did live during the age of the 15-cent McDonald's burger days. Do you remember those?
Joe, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's my freaking bring back thing for today.
Is it really?
It's I 100% promise and swear to God to you it is. My freaking bring it back fucking choice for this week was the burger cheeseburger days that McDonald's used to do around tax time every year.
Yeah, those were the best.
Yeah. Oh, they were. They were absolutely amazing. It sucked working them, but
I bet. Yeah.
It was. Oh, I loved it so much, and I love the fact that like you would have people, because there were rules to it. You know, you could only order so many.
Really?
And that was there was like I want to say it was like maybe like an eight burger limit or something like that.
Oh dang.
Like I want to say it was either 8 or it was 10, whatever the hell it was. But anybody would do it. Like, I mean, what everyone would do, my mom would do it, is like you would drive up to McDonald's, give your kid money, send them inside, and while they're inside ordering, your mom is going through the drive-thru.
Yep.
And I mean, everyone fucking did it. Like, I mean, like you could watch the cars drop their fucking husband off, boyfriend off, girlfriend off, child off, whatever, so they could run inside so they can get their 10 hamburgers while the other person goes to the drive-thru to get their 10 cheeseburgers.
Yep.
The only thing that sucked was like, not even, I mean, I guess it really sucked. Making burgers at McDonald's isn't that fucking difficult.
No.
And we used to, there's an HLZ, which is called a heated landing zone, which is where the food normally sits after it's made.
Yeah.
We would just fill those with fucking burgers. There'd always be 20 or 30 fucking burgers sitting there because they go by so fucking quick. It's insane.
Right. That makes sense.
So, it's as long as you fucking like make the burger, slide it down, make the burger slide. As long as there's a repetitive, like everything is normal, everything is regular, you're good. But when you get the assholes that come in and be like, oh, can I get 10 hamburgers, no ketchup? It's like, cool, now I got those specialty burgers. Or, you know, you get the person's like, yeah, can I get extra pickle or no onion? And, oh yeah, better yet, because how was it? Somebody came in and ordered 5 hamburgers, 5 cheeseburgers. They wanted lettuce added to the hamburgers. They wanted extra pickle and mayo added to the cheeseburgers. I'm just like, motherfucker.
I'd be like, look, it's 15 cents. You're gonna get what you get.
Yeah, but they would bitch when they be charged additionally for the fucking lettuce and mayo and shit.
Are you?
No. It's like motherfucker. I'm sorry, you're adding. Yeah, it's like you're adding shit on now. Like it's just that's just how it is. You know,
for ketchup, mustard, and pickles, man. That's it.
Yeah, I love when you get the people, which I kind of agree to a small point. In larger scales, not McDonald's, not fast food, but at restaurants, a larger scale kind of thing. But like when somebody comes in, it's like, why do I gotta pay extra for cheese, but I have to pay the same amount if I get a burger plain? Like, okay, I can kind of see that. If somebody, values a cheeseburger at $4 and they charge you 50 cents for cheese, but you don't want the cheese on the burger, it shouldn't be $4 anymore. I guess I kind of see that on a large scale. But like, I'm sorry, but no. When you go to fucking McDonald's and you say you don't want pickle on your burger, they're not going to fucking knock off 18 fucking cents to justify the value of the fucking pickles on the sandwich.
Right. Pickles are basically free.
Yeah. It's like, you know what you got yourself into. Just fucking move on.
Right.
But yeah, no, I fucking love Burger Days. And I loved it because it was always around tax time and shit. It was always like the fucking end of April and shit like that. And it'd be the one day where you have like so many people fucking working. You literally had somebody come in and their whole job is toasting fucking buns.
Nice.
Like that was it. Like you're toasting buns. You're fucking putting the condiments on. You're putting the fucking cheese on. You're putting the meat on. You're wrapping it. You're tossing it. It was amazing. You got like 2 people working the fucking grill. And it's like, oh man. And you're only supposed to put, I think, like 8 fucking patties on at a time, but we were able to get like 12 because the clams are a little bit bigger. We're not fucking around here. But then when you get to like that real dinner rush part where like, you gotta make a judgment call. Like, am I gonna scrape and squeegee or am I just gonna drop and grill? And you just drop and grill. And you just see pools of fucking grease is starting to form on this fucking grill. Oh, it's amazing.
So gross, but so awesome. I bet those burgers tasted so good.
Oh god, yeah. You get the fucking, there was a dude who would just keep sprinkling, like, cause like normal I mean, you've worked, Wendy's, right?
I worked at Wendy's, I worked at Dog and Sons.
Cool. So when you're grilling burgers, I mean, there's like a shaker of like a salt and pepper mixture or whatever you kind of sprinkle over everything, like when it's about at the end.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's only a certain amount you're supposed to put on there. This fucking dude made a fucking blizzard on these goddamn things with this seasoning. I'm like, dude, you need to ease up on that. He's like,
no.
You want your burger seasoned well, or do you just want a little sprinkle on top as if they're seasoned? I'm like, I don't know. You said, just give me the fucking burger, bro.
Right.
But he was right. I mean, like, you want that shit fucking seasoned, like,
yep.
There was like, like when we go on breaks and stuff, I get like a quarter pounder, with cheese or some shit. And it just be tasting normal until one day I had a fucking burger patty that he fucking made and he was right. He was right. I mean, like, I even told him, like, dude, like, I taste that shit on both sides. He's like, you just put enough on one side, you're fine. I was like, thanks, God.
Yep, I hear you.
But yeah, no, my choice for this week is the Burger Days because they're no longer here. So I love how in tune we are with each other.
Same.
It's very
I miss. My favorite thing about it was my dad would come home with like a paper grocery bag full of them. God, it was the best. Anyway,
because you probably just go through drive-through a couple times.
Probably, I don't know. I was never in the car with him when he did it. So,
but see, the thing is, like now, if you were to buy, imagine how much it would cost to buy the same amount today.
Yeah,
because even cheeseburgers are more than $1, or hamburgers are more than $1 a piece now.
Yeah, well, that's what even if you got them off of like. And like I said, like you just said, I don't think that there is I know they have the $1, $2, $3 menu, but I don't think they're on it. I think you're right.
But even if they were, let's pretend for the sake of easy math that they were. $1 a piece at 10 burgers is $10. At 15 cents, it's $1.50.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's probably $20 now.
Yeah, and that's just as bullshit. They don't have the value menu anymore, really. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got what you said, that 1, 2, 3 bullshit, which is stupid. Because the only thing that's on the dollar menu now is either an ice cream cone, an apple pie, or a fucking large Coke.
Yep. Also, I think the sausage breakfast burrito.
I don't know if that's $1 anymore, man.
Really? What is this world coming to?
What's weird though is too is like and I know McDonald's is very big on like people using like their app and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this, and then we can get to what you want to bring back. But there's 2 things that really suck about the McDonald's fucking app, and one of them actually a lot of these food fucking places suck about their app. Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell is like you can't schedule a time to pick up. Like, you just have to place your order, and they don't start making it until you show up.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm sorry, but
what's the point? What's the point of ordering ahead?
Yeah.
If I'm ordering, you know what? That's one place where Dunkin has it right.
Yes, exactly. I love Dunkin', that fact that, like, it'll give you a warning, like, are you sure you want to do it now? Yes, because I can do it down the road, I can show up, and it'll be fucking ready. Every place should be like that. I should be able to order McDonald's right now, get in my car, drive over there, and pick it up. Because if I sit there, and I've done it a couple of times where, like, I'll text somebody at work, I'm like, hey, I'm going to stop over at McDonald's on my way in, you guys want me to grab you something? Like, oh yeah, let me get this, blah, 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 because it's normally breakfast, sometimes.
Yeah.
So people want like fucking like the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, the fucking flapjacks and shit. That's but we order all this shit and they don't make it until you show up. It's like if you guys would have just done it before, I wouldn't be sitting here fucking waiting. And that's what sucks. And the other thing that sucks about McDonald's is that they have like that reward point system where you can accumulate so many points.
Yeah.
But you can only use 1 point item per order.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so it's like when you sit there and you got like, and their point system is a little bit wonky. I mean, like a quarter pounder costs like 6,000 points. I think you get a point for every $1 you spend or some shit like that. However it fucking works, I can't fucking remember. But it's but I mean, like I sit there and I got like 30-something thousand fucking points. And, like, I can't sit there and I can't just make an entire fucking purchase list of shit based on fucking points.
Right.
You can only use it. And they're deals. Like, even their fucking deals. Like, if they have, like, a buy 1 chicken sandwich, get 1 free, you could use that, but you can't buy anything with points in. You can only use one thing per order. It can either be a reward or it could be a deal. But you can't use both. It has to be one or the other. And that's what's stupid about it. Like, I'm sorry. If I accumulated these points, I should be able to use them at
They're
will.
my points. They should be the same as cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what sucks too. But no, I think by far Dunkin' has the best app. Like Starbucks might be the same too. I think Starbucks you can order ahead. I'm not quite sure.
I think you're right. Yeah, you can. When you can show up and grab it, but you got to a lot of times you got to go in and grab it from their specific thing. So I imagine you can do it at the drive-thru. I've never tried it.
Jersey Mike's is
my favorite thing with the Dunkin' one though is like it'll be like, hey, you're pretty far away. Do you still want this? It's like yes, because if I order it now, the coffee will be drinkable when I get there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And the thing too is like because like every time I order it, that pops up. It's like, are you sure? And I keep thinking like, you know what? I could easily just press this button. And, just avoid that. I can press checkout and I never have to worry about the are you sure thing again. But, I kind of like that because it makes me like, okay, do I really need to do it right now? I mean, like,
right.
am I close enough? It's like, because I know exactly where I need to be to press the button, get it ordered. So when I show up, it's perfect. As long as the line isn't that long, which I think is one of the reasons they do it is because Dunkin' and Starbucks, busy as fuck in the morning. I get it. McDonald's shares the same fucking concept. Like listen, and like, people will have to understand, and I know there won't, because there will be some fucking Karens out there in the world who will order their fucking food 20 minutes early, show up 10 minutes late, and bitch that their food is cold. But that's on you at that point. That's not the restaurant.
Yeah, that should be a thing. That's actually what the warning should be. It shouldn't be like, hey, you're pretty far away. It should be, hey, you're pretty far away. We're not responsible if your food's cold.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're willing to accept the fact that if you order something and you're running late, that is 100% on you.
Yeah.
Regardless of traffic, accidents, running out of gas, whatever, you're accepting the responsibility of saying, hey, listen, yeah, I'm still 20 minutes away from the restaurant, but I'm going to order a bunch of food. Like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No. Like, for me, I'm 3 minutes away from McDonald's.
Right.
I know that if there's an accident between here and McDonald's, I can just go around and go somewhere else, and I'll still be there within 5 minutes.
Right.
It's just one of the things where, like, McDonald's could do better. You know, and since they're on such a large fucking scale, you think they would.
Right.
Also, bring back the egg white delight. That's another thing. That's next week. Never mind.
Next week. All right. Sounds good.
Joe, what do you want to bring back this week, though?
Yeah, so I want to bring back something I've never tried.
Oh.
You know me. I like trying new things. I love a lot of stuff from my youth. I love a lot of stuff that I've never tried. That's like, you know, like if it's a Dorito I've never had. Mm-hmm. I'll bring it back. In this case, this is a product from Little Caesars, which is, I think, objectively the most insane pizza place right now.
Gotcha.
They just do stuff, and it makes no sense, and no pizza place with any sense would ever do it. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna do it, and it's basically free, which I love. I really like Little Caesars. That's part of what I'm getting at here.
You get like what? You get like a whole pizza for $5?
Yeah. And if you want like extra, you know, they got like an extra pepperoni one for $6. Like, I'll pay an extra $1 for extra pepperoni. And they got like stuffed crust and like, what do you call it? Like breadstick crust pizza and stuff. It would be like $15 to $30 to buy it at either Pizza Hut or a nice place. But like for $5, what more could you really ask for? But I found out today that they used to make a thing called chocolate ravioli. And it was, as I understand it, it was just regular ravioli that they had stuffed with chocolate mousse. And I'm fascinated by the idea, and I want to try it so bad. And there's no other place on earth that could pull that off, I don't think. So that's what I'm calling. I would like to bring back is the chocolate ravioli from Little Caesars. Are you still there? Are you that horrified? Oh, you're on mute.
Am I? Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Is Skype muting shit on me now?
It sure seemed like it. I went over there and I looked, and it had a little icon with a crossed out mic.
Weird.
Yeah, very.
Oh, you Skyping bitch.
Yep.
maybe I just didn't want to fucking me to participate anymore. Maybe Skype was so involved in your chocolate ravioli.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want Travis interrupting this.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe. But yeah, I'd never heard of it, and I thought, oh man, that sounds neat. So people talk about it.
How did you hear about it?
Pasta. The pasta was white chocolate. So it was a white chocolate pasta with a milk chocolate mousse center.
Okay, how did you hear about this?
I was Googling discontinued snacks as I want to do, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting to me.
I have Googled discontinued foods all year, and this has never once popped up.
I'm with you. This is the first time I've seen it, and I was like, I have to bring it back because I've never seen it.
Never even heard of it.
10 best chocolate ravioli recipes. Chocolate ravioli filled with raspberry cream. That's insane. It sounds amazing.
Right?
That's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, and I can't think of a single other place that would ever even try to pull this off.
I can't believe it's just pasta filled with chocolate.
Yeah.
Is there a sauce?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Boy.
I hope so. If there was like a raspberry sauce on top of it or something, or strawberry, whatever the cheapest thing would be, right? Because it's Little Caesars.
Got to. Oh, yeah.
That'd be delicious.
That's amazing. Joe, what are you thinking about?
Lunch special's really good. Anyway, sorry.
Move on from fucking Little Caesars.
Yeah. What am I?
Yeah, let's go.
What am I thinking about?
Let's go before Skype fucking mutes me again.
Oh yeah. That sounds like
what are you freaking thinking about?
I guess at this point. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'll say. I am freaking thinking about a show on Disney that Houston introduced me to, our brother Houston, to those listening, called The Owl House.
The Owl House.
The Owl House.
Kids show?
It is a kids show, and it is fantastic. It's really, really good. And they are coming up to the end of their second season in a couple of weeks, and I'm feeling very spoiled by the fact that for so many years stuff just all came out at once. Because I need the next 2 episodes, and I hate that I have to wait for them.
What's the show about?
It's your classic teen gets trapped in an alternate world and gets embroiled in shenanigans story. But it's different in that there's like how to put it. They do a really good job of covering these themes that I can't think of have ever been in animated shows before. And they're like teaching kids how to do like emotional self-regulation and how to talk to your parents about things that you've got going on in your life that are difficult, how to make friends, how to obviously making friends is classic kids show stuff, but they're also doing like the main character seems to very obviously have ADHD, which is you don't usually see that, and like the way that they show how she sort of works around it and overcomes it is really neat. I don't know. It's a really good show, and I'm really enjoying it. They also, I think it's the first time they've had an actual like obviously gay couple in a cartoon show for kids, and it's just they're not like I don't think they're doing anything because they're kids, but it's just the main character is a girl and she dates a girl. And that's it. That's the only, and it's not even like you don't get to see them go on their dates or anything, but it's just like high school dating where you don't actually go or middle school dating where you can't actually go anywhere. And so you're just like, oh, we're dating. So like when we're in public, we hold hands and stuff. And it's just super cute on that front. And I'm really bummed also they, because of that, Disney basically canceled the show. And so the last season, instead of being a full season, is going to be 3 45-minute episodes.
That's weird that Disney would cancel that.
It's going to be talked about for a long time.
Yeah, it's the weird thing is like, so I was kind of reading about it while you were talking, and it came out in 2020.
Yep.
Anything about the pandemic in there?
Surprisingly not.
And that's something I was kind of curious about. As you were talking and I was looking at me, I'm seeing photos, nothing with like masks on and shit like that. But like a lot of TV shows, like especially when like I'm playing catch up on like NCIS, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, everything like that. There's points in it where they they talk about the pandemic. They're wearing masks on the show and all this other goofy stuff that you would think that. When it comes to TV shows, they can live in a fictitious world where maybe that doesn't exist. But keep it, a lot of shows like NCIS and stuff, they want to keep it relatable to what's going on in the world. Yep. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's final season, talk about George Floyd in the pandemic and stuff like that. And I get it, it helps along the story and keeps people engaged because of, real world events.
Right.
But you never see that with animated shows and movies and stuff like that. Like there's never anything. And I'm waiting for that to happen in, in an actual movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they could easily do it in the MCU.
I'm actually really surprised it hasn't happened in I'm surprised Doctor Strange didn't have it.
Right? I mean, Doctor Strange could have 100% had it.
Yeah. I mean, they had a wedding.
Spider-Man was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think that okay, they do it in TV shows, they could easily do it in the animated episode or the animated shows, but yeah, they could 100% do it in any movie that's come out lately.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't. But I think the difference is part of the fiction of Brooklyn Nine-Nine is that you can imagine they want you to imagine that this could be a real precinct somewhere. Yeah. Even though it obviously can't be, but that's part of the fiction of the show is these are real people just getting up to workplace shenanigans.
Well, no, and I understand that. NCIS.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, NCIS is the same way. I'm just saying, okay, Disney fucking TV shows, Disney cartoons. Yeah. There's always a life lesson or something you learn in it and everything, blah, blah. It's realistically, I mean, you could put vaccines and masks in it.
Right.
It's.
Yeah, now I will say there is a brief, I think it's one episode where it really deals with it, where the main, not the main character, but the main character's mentor, that's how I'll put it, the owl lady, Ida the owl lady, she has a disease, she has a curse, but it's a thinly veiled, this is an increasingly debilitating disease that is chronic and could potentially eventually kill her type of thing.
Yeah.
And her mom has spent basically the child's whole life searching for a cure. And so there's a whole episode about how her mother is almost basically an anti-vaxxer who has bought into a conspiracy theory because of some self-help health gurus. So they do touch on that idea, but they don't go whole hog with it, which, it's first of all, it's a fantasy show. That takes place in a fantasy world that, hopefully doesn't have the same issues that we have.
Yeah.
But then also the other piece of it is with animated shows, it takes, an 11-minute episode takes 9 months to animate. And so unless you're thinking about is the world going to be in a pandemic a year from now? It's very difficult to plan for that in your animated shows.
I can see that. That makes sense.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you freaking thinking about?
Well, you know what? As we record today, which is Tuesday, May 17th, brother Nick is turning 34.
Nice.
Yeah, today is his birthday.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday to Nick. That's what I'm going to go with because I really got nothing else going on. My thing was I was going to be freaking thinking about how much I hate Michael Scott, but there was so much despise in my feelings towards him. I can't just.
Yeah, if you just think about that all day, you're going to be miserable.
Yeah. Another thing is I started talking to a different girl. I guess that's something else.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully, if I meet this one, I don't have the fear of mugging and shit like I did with the last one.
Yeah. Hopefully she doesn't come with her whole posse.
Yeah. I felt bad because she showed up on my TikTok and she came up on my FYP page and she did this stitch with this person. It was like, what's one thing that that you took with you from like an abusive relationship or something like that. And her response on it was, when somebody I'm talking to, stops calling or texting back. And I was like, oh man, am I that guy? But I realized no, she's the one that stopped texting and calling me, so it's not me.
Right.
So, so I'm not the bad guy here.
First.
Yeah, she started it. So then
I'm out here ghost busting. She's calling me a ghost.
Yeah. Fucking God damn it. But, hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Every week our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But if an hour of Cartoon Joe just isn't enough for our viewers, where can they go?
Hey, if you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Perfect. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media at this freaking show, and make sure you check out your podcasting platforms where you listen to your podcast and find when our shows are dropped. Usually every week, but sometimes sporadic, and it can happen in clusters when I get lazy and forget to edit shit. Because that's happened twice. Just search This Freaking Show online. You'll find it everywhere. We do have a website, thisfreakingshow.com, and also freaknetstudios.com, where you can find out all your information about your Freaknet Studio podcast. And make sure you check out the YouTube page, Freaknet Studios, where you can check out the amazing videos that me and Cartoon Joe do, as well as the fish ranking video that still gets some decent comments and stuff from people about. So I'm very happy.
Nice.
Still won't eat a fish sandwich for a long time, but yeah. Maybe one day we'll order every single type of burger from White Castle. Maybe we'll do that with the 1921 burger. We'll just order every fucking slider from White Castle. We'll try them and rank them. I'm
into it. That sounds so good.
And it's gotta be so cheap.
And and then afterwards we can rank Imodium.
You know what's good though? The fact that you can...
Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, wait, give me the answer. So
I would say you know what's good though is the shit you take when you can finally shit again.
Truth. But fucking I think out of everybody in the area, I think White Castle offers you the largest chocolate milkshake.
They do. I think you're right. They're small as like 16 ounces.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think the biggest one is like 40.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Back in my fat days, I could get like 10 sliders, a large chocolate shake, and like an 85-piece mozzarella stick or whatever the fuck they come in. Their fucking sizes for small fucking burgers. Their portions of larges are fucking huge. Like they don't have a large fry. It's a sack, a legit.
Yeah,
sack
no, they're compensating for their small meat.
100%. No, okay, we're gonna look into doing some White Castle shit because that does sound good. But I'll do it when I'm on vacation finally, so I don't have to blow my asshole out at work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, that's all I got. As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.